Hey y'all, it's Mandy, and I'm going to talk about my week 7 on Mounjaro with you. It's my week 7 on Mounjaro, and my third 5 milligram shot. And this is the third time I'm attempting this. People keep calling, or I feel like I've stumbled over too many words, so I'm just going to go through. And I'm going to try not to make this as long as the other ones. I know I said that the last time and done it anyway. I was looking back at those videos and I was like, dang, they could have already watched an episode of Big Bang Theory or something by now. So let's jump right in. I'm going to start off with the side effects. The skin sensitivity that I mentioned in my last video that I was struggling with is gone. And thank God, because that's something that I really would have considered, or not considered. I would have stopped taking the shot if it would have worsened. Because I have some autoimmune issues that I already have and been diagnosed with. And some that I'm prone or more likely to have because of they're genetic and my mom has them. So that was just something that I was not going to me, it wasn't worth the trade-off of maybe triggering that to hit me at an earlier age or whatever, or before it would have hit me without the shot, is what I'm trying to say. Because, some autoimmune diseases, like you can be, prone to have them and maybe even carrying the gene or whatever, how that works, but it not cause any symptoms until later on, if that makes sense. It probably didn't. The way I say it, things don't make sense, but in my head, when I hear it, it sounds okay. And then it comes out. But okay, let's push through this. Up until this most recent shot, what I call my truck noise, it's just a thing where I live. It's going to happen, like I said before. Day 3 was what I call my tired day, the day that the fatigue just hits me and I struggle all day, even to get out of the bed till the time I go back to bed. Like, I get up excited about bedtime, like ready for bedtime. That changed this week. My tired day since the beginning has been on Sunday after injecting on Thursday. This week, on the 5 milligram third shot of 5 milligram, it hit me on Saturday. And when I noticed that, I was like, dang, I'm going to have 2 tired days. But no, it was just that Saturday, and it wasn't even the whole day. It was like it hit me. I started feeling really fatigued around noon, and then just the rest of the day I struggled. Sunday, I was fine. So I thought that was a little strange. I said I was going to pay attention to the difference in like injection sites and side effects, and of course I have not done that, but I plan to this week because I wrote it down. I want to see if maybe the injection sites made a difference on, since the 5 milligram, not comparing to the 2.5 5 milligram shots. I'm going to see if the injection shot makes a difference. So today, or well, not today, and we'll talk about that in a minute, I'm going to inject in my arm and see. Take note, write it down. See if that makes a difference on the day that I have that fatigue. Day 4. I just wrote day 4. Again, I'm a professional note taker too, if you didn't know. Oh no, I see now what I did. Day 4, I noticed slight headache, but the nausea was worse that day than any other day. Most days when I have nausea, like it'll hit me and I can chew one of my little ride or die Mentos looking things, the Tums Chewy for antacid and gas. Somebody else is calling. and it'll subside. It'll take care of it. This time it didn't. I felt nauseous the whole day. Those little ginger chews that I showed you did take the edge off. I will say those things work. Well, for me anyway. They might not work for everybody, but I could tell the difference after I chewed, I think, 2 of them. No appetite on most of the days this week. I noticed when I was editing, like the what I ate this week portion that you'll see at the end of this video, it was less food. But what I forgot and have on most of my other videos on that part to include is my water. I do try to have at least 3 of these a day since Mounjaro. Now, before Mounjaro, I was able to have more of this. This really is, to me, for me, comparable to the early days after gastric sleeve that I had in 2020. It's like, do I want to eat or do I want to drink something? Because I'm struggling to do both close together, just like that. So, or just like those days. So this week, again, I've struggled with dry mouth and being really thirsty, so it's been more water, which I didn't show in the videos. No appetite on most days. Today, I did wake up hungry, which is fine. My goal with this shot is not to never feel hungry, and yours shouldn't be either. Like, even if you don't feel that hunger pain in your stomach or that feeling of hunger, make sure you're eating just a little something throughout the day just to keep your energy up and just to stay alive, you know. My goal with this shot is to help me with all the things that hit me with menopause. My hunger did increase with menopause. The craving of the sweets and the food noise got worse. And I sat down, me and my doctor, we tracked it back to about the time that my numbers started changing, and I just kind of slid right in from perimenopause to menopause. My tired day, I think I already said that changed. Has anyone else noticed, like, as you've titrated up in doses, I'm wondering, like, how the point of titrating, and especially that loading dose, is to get your body introduced to the medicine, and just kind of how you would wean something out of your system, wean yourself off of medication, just kind of the opposite. Have you noticed, like, even on the same dose, maybe your second or third shot, not even having a particular side effect with your first, like, say, 5 milligram shot, but then kind of developing the side effects on the same dosage just as you go farther into that 5 milligram, if that made any sense at all. Like my sleep, for instance, this being my third 5 milligram shot, I would have thought that some of these things that I noticed this week would have happened with that first shot, but they didn't. The past 3 days, I have really struggled with sleeping. I sort of say if, but no, when I wake up to pee in the middle of the night, y'all, I lay there and toss and turn for what feels like, it's probably not, but it feels like hours before I can go back to sleep, which is causing me to sleep later. And I don't like that. Now, some people will be like, oh, 8 o'clock, I slept in. No, I mean, my ass didn't roll out of the bed till like 10:30, 10:45 this morning. And for me, that feels like my day isn't as productive, and it bugs me. I have restless leg syndrome, which in the past has caused me to have trouble falling asleep and staying asleep. But it's not the leg thing this time. It's just like I just cannot go back to sleep. And so I mentioned the restless leg because I take 2 Tylenol before bed to kind of take the edge off of that, because I don't like the way that the prescription medicine for that makes me feel. So I'm thinking I might replace one of those Tylenol extra strength with a Tylenol PM and see if that helps. I'm going to do that tonight probably, because I don't have to get up early in the morning and get my granddaughter. And I'll check back in with you on that next week. But again, I just thought that if that's shot related, wouldn't that have happened with my first 5 milligram shot? Yes or no? I don't know. So I'm going to pay attention to the different injection sites and side effects. I probably said that before and didn't, but I will this time because I actually wrote it down. Because if it's not written down, like even if it is written down, sometimes I still will forget. But more chance of remembering when I write it down, I should say. My energy has been good most days, except for that one day that I call my tired day, which this time was on Saturday instead of Sunday. My energy's been actually a lot better since starting Mounjaro this week, I've noticed. Okay, I talked a little bit about constipation. The fun part of the video. Let's just put it all out there, huh? That I was struggling with that in my last video. I did have one meaningful moment in the bathroom this week, and that's been it. So I'm going to keep on taking this. Is this something that you can take every day, like for life? I don't know. Probably should have looked at that before I was about to tell you that's my plan from here on out. Once a day. No. Do not use more than 7 days. So, scratch that plan. I'm hoping that this will help. This is day 3, I think. No. 4 days. 4th day. Today's Thursday. Yeah. 4th day that I have been putting at least 1 capful in one of my water jugs. And like I said, I usually try to stay on top of my water. Well, I always try to stay on top of my water, and I forgot to put that in the what I eat in a day portion of this video, but I am drinking my water for sure. Well, as much as I can. Because again, it's like I'm having to pick eat or drink, because I can't do both. And also, I don't mean to make this sound like I'm being like duh or whatever to anybody else, but it's to myself. I mean, it's kind of common sense. The less you put in, the less it's going to come out type thing. And I say that to myself because why am I just now realizing that? Or not realizing it. I knew it. Why is that just now dawning on me that that's a thing? But I'm eating as much as I can. I was going to try to guess the number of calories, but I'm not even going to do that because it's way low. It's a lot less calories than what I should be aiming for. But I'm not going to force myself to eat either. I do pay attention to my body and other hunger cues, you know, besides just the feeling in my stomach. Like if I feel like I'm just overall just blah, weak, feeling lightheaded, whether my stomach feels hungry or not, yeah, I'm going to go grab a few bites at least of something. And hopefully you're doing that too. And also keep in mind that I am a weight loss surgery patient. If you want to hear more about that, you can go back to like the beginning of my channel and see my journey from this whole weight loss journey with the different tools that I've used and incorporated. So let's jump right in. Not jump right in. Let's jump to the numbers now, because I know that's why most people are here probably. Like the side effects is you're not just here for my bubbly fun personality, I know. So the numbers that I'm about to tell you is like from the beginning of my journey, like before weight loss surgery. And I'm going to make sure to include those in every video because some people are here that's been here with me from day one with the weight loss surgery and followed that. So my highest weight, and I said it wrong on another video. I think I said 256. I went back and looked at my bariatric log. It was actually 259.2 before weight loss surgery. Day of that surgery, I weighed in at 250. Then at the start of my GLP-1 journey, which was with Saxenda, I weighed 199.9. Then shortages and all the things that has happened with these medications, and my insurance was like, hey, we don't want to do that for you anymore. We're not gonna do this Saxenda thing for you anymore. So after talking with my doctor, we decided to come off of one medication, pill, which is the one that everybody gets, is the metformin, which tore my stomach up one side to another. She gave me the Mounjaro because I am type 2. Me and her have different reasons for myself wanting the shot. Hers is like all of the above. Mine is I want to get the rest of this weight off. And this shot is helping with the sugar cravings that hit me hard with the menopause, the food noise, and it's helping me with the regain that I experienced since being full-blown menopause. It's a real thing, y'all. It's crazy. And I wasn't eating just to be eating. I was legit hungry, all the time hungry. And so that caused some weight gain. Okay, but since starting the Mounjaro, the day I started Mounjaro, I weighed 177. Last week, I weighed in at 172.4. This week, I weighed 170.6. So that means since last week, I'm down 1.8. Since starting GLP-1 Saxenda, I'm down 29.3 pounds. Mounjaro weight loss is 6.4 pounds. My total weight loss, which is why I think I'm losing slow now, my body has already lost 88.6 pounds. So the more weight you lose as you progress in your weight loss, it's going to slow down. It's just what our bodies do. And the less weight you have to lose, probably, you're more likely to lose it slower. And I'm glad that I kept all that in mind when I started Mounjaro, because otherwise I would be like, this medication really ain't doing it for me. Like what is it really doing? Like not even 2 pounds in a week. Like, is it worth it? I had to look at the big picture for myself, and remember that your body can't be in weight loss mode all the time, like constantly. Just like with our mental aspect on things, or our mental state of mind, is what I meant to say. We have to stop, take a breather, regroup, and then revisit. And our bodies do the same thing with weight loss. So I knew that I was probably going to be, what people call a slow loser with this GLP-1. Now, when I first started Saxenda, the weight came off a little quicker, but it's because my body was not accustomed to the GLP-1, and it was just that initial thing that happens. Like when you first start exercising, you're going to see a big difference, and when you first start this and when you first start that, and then it just, everything. When the newness wears off, it slows down. Now we got some more bad weather. I've got the blinds and the window curtains open over there, so that's why you see the light changing. Sorry about that. There's really nothing I can do about it. I did wake up a little hungry this morning, which is shot day. My usual shot day, but I'm going to change that. Let me get a drink. I'm thirsty. That's my protein coffee. My tired day changed, so my shot day needs to change. a lot of people try to kind of schedule what their side effects, with their side effects, and changing their shot day to where they'll have that tired day or tired days when that fatigue hits them the worst on the weekend. I want it to not be on the weekend because that's when me and my husband are like the busiest. If we're going to go to our RV in Tennessee, that's when we go, and I don't want to feel like shit. Okay, so my plan since my tired day changed, I hope those trucks don't sound as loud to you all as what they do to me, but I hear the rain too. I'm going to bump my shot day to Sunday, starting this week, starting now. I'm not going to do a shot today. Today's Thursday, the day you're seeing this video. So again, with the, you got to put stuff in for stuff to come out. Maybe my appetite will increase a little over the next few days, and I can get, a little more food in and cause more of those meaningful moments in the bathroom, so to speak. We'll see. I'll update you on that next week. Next week, I'll touch base with you on the conversation that I had with my doctor this week, so make sure you stay tuned for that. We're titrating it. I'll just go ahead and say that. And I already have it, but not a refill type thing. I'm going to dip my foot in the 7.5 and see what happens, but we didn't do the refills in case I need to come back to the 5 if the 7.5 is too much. She left it up to me. Again, I'll go more in depth. Well, I probably won't need to because I basically just said it. But anyway, I'm ahead 2 weeks on my shot. So I've got a little room to play with there. I am worried about not being able to get, shouldn't I say that? It's I kind of watch what I try to say because I do think that there's power in words and you can speak things into existence, good or bad. So I got my 7.5. There was a little hiccup, but I got it. So I'm trying to stay ahead, I guess is what I'm trying to say, those 2 weeks and not lose a week. But I really am thinking that I'm going to look more into this compounding thing. I've done a little research this week, like I mentioned in my last video that I was going to do, but not as in-depth as what I want to before I make my final decision on that. I'm going to do that this week. An update on the grandbaby. No new grandbaby yet. She was supposed to be induced. She was supposed to be going into the hospital today and induced in the morning. It's just not happening. We had some bad weather this week. I think a tornado touched down actually in the area where the hospital's at that she's going to be having the baby at. And they are running on generators. So because she's not in active labor, they're looking at it as like an elective thing, and so they're not doing anything elective right now while they're running on generators. And the power has since then been restored, but everything's been pushed back that was scheduled. Like the people that were scheduled before her are having their things done now, and so she's been pushed to next week. So next week might look like what I thought this week was going to look like. It might just be a short of what I ate, and I'll pop my weight loss pictures, videos of the scale in with that. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video because, again, we're in the range where you could have already watched your favorite sitcom by now. I always start these out thinking I don't know what I'm going to say, and then when I get on here, I say too much and repeat myself a lot. I just do that. I don't know. So if you're not subscribed already, I'd appreciate if you go ahead and do that. It's completely free of charge. Who don't like free stuff, right? Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up if you like this kind of thing. click that bell, then hit all so you don't miss any of my updates. I appreciate all my new subscribers and my day ones. I post all types of different things on here. This is more what I guess is considered a lifestyle channel than a weight loss channel, because I think no matter what a person gets on here and talks about, there's more to us than that. And I find it hard to say enough about, just one thing to make any videos about. So I don't know. Maybe I just don't know enough. I don't know, but I just feel like I want to do all the things on here. Now, my weight loss is the reason that I started this channel, my journey with weight loss surgery. And so I just kind of like built on top of that. So we do grocery hauls, unboxing, monthly unboxings. I try new things out and then report back. I've got one that I'm working on now. Actually, 2 different things that I'm working on now. So if you like that, travel, RVing, and all the things, recipes, cooking, tips and tricks and things on a busy schedule. So if you like any of those kind of things, make sure you subscribe. Again, give this video a thumbs up. It really helps me out, and I appreciate it. And I will either be rambling on with you guys like this next week or posting a short. It's all dependent on the days that my daughter is going to be induced. So thanks for watching, and I will see you guys soon. Hope everybody's doing well. Bye, guys.